Hello there, welcome back to some more Final Fantasy XVI. In the last episode what we did is we finished a DLC, Echoes of the Fallen. Now we're going to do some stuff. Whole again. Clive, it occurs to me that a single word of thanks does not nearly suffice to express my gratitude for reuniting me from a distance, the tome who made me who I am today. And yet I thought that I should never set eyes upon it again, that those who took it from me had forever robbed me of a part of myself. But now I am whole again, thanks to you. I regret that I could only fill in the gaps in your knowledge, and not the holes in your soul, for which reason I shall ever be in your debt. Treasure hunt. What, you didn't think I was just saying that stuff about hiding my engine, did you? Wouldn't you have already found a spot picked out and everything? If you're going to go on this grand adventure, you need to be quick about your business with that really god of yours. Take too long and somebody more clever might beat you to the prize. I suppose in that case I should bury you in one of my lesser inventions. Goddess knows I've countless. Mid. Hideaway welcome. Edda seems fond of the silver bow we gave her. So much so she's been taken to setting it atop her belly as she rests. Hear her tell it, the rascal kicks something fierce when she does too. Sounds like we're in another fight on our hands and none too soon. Not wait to teach our newest little cursebook everything I know. I suppose we can all celebrate first. No need to get ahead of ourselves now. Gav. The greatest gift. Feels like a lifetime ago. It was a lifetime ago that afternoon on Man's Hill was our very first adventure, but somehow I knew even then that it would not be our last. I will never forget that day, and the simple fact that you've not either fills my heart with a joy so fierce I cannot describe it. Since the moment we first met, you've always been an important part of me. That half that makes me whole. When times of darkness, you are my light. When I am lost, you are my guiding star. You are just what I need. You are all that I need. You are the greatest gift. Bill. Before we depart, Ifrit, you have my sincerest gratitude for reuniting me with Master Harpocrates, that I might embark upon this most important of journeys, my heart free of regret. Though in these past few moons I've come to realise that the longer I spend in the company of you and their brother, the deeper I find myself in your debt. I must swiftly see to the menace that is Ultima, if not to save the world, to save me from an entire eternity of recompense. Beyond. Safe returns. Thank you, Clive, for ever indulging the whims of this doddering old soul. I am ashamed that for far too many years I have allowed stubbornness and fear to keep me from something so simple as a living friend. Know how proud I was of him. Your intervention has lifted a heavy pall from my heart. Or pal. Perhaps upon your triumphant return from the skies, you might be inclined to set to page the Kurilla gifted you. There are many of us who would hear a first-hand account of your time with the Holy Prince, myself included, Harpocrates II. Dear Sid, I write you this note from Imperial lands. Yes, I know we said we'd be going straight home, but little did you taught to trade the trinkets we picked up on our travels for some rusty gil seemed in order. Give the idol something to soften the shock of losing the dust crystals like. Truth is, those crystals have long been a lifeline for our people, and though I may have been quick to comprehend your reasoning that they're naught but a tether to a sinking ship, humble country folk like mine are rather less receptive to new ideas. Wish me luck in turning them to the righteous path. Famiel. P.S. In the unlikely event that we should find ourselves driven from our home at a point of pitchfork, I trust you'll spare us a bed or three. The lads can sleep on the floor in a pinch. And an unmarked thing. Sid. I shall not waste time mincing words. Leviathan's dominant is in need of rescue, and despite my innumerable misgivings about joining hands with an outlaw of the highest disrepute, the dame is assuring me there is none better suited to the task at hand. I dare not reveal more for fear this missive could fall into the wrong hands, but if what little I have penned here has kindled your interest, I bid you journey to the Vela Northreach and inquire with one Layla. She will surely see you satisfied.
Leviathan the Lost? But why now? After all this time.
Why, what now?
Oh, I'm not sure you'd believe me if I told you.
After all we've been through. I doubt there's anything that could surprise me at this point.
All right then. Rouse Joshua and meet me in the mess. We'll talk there. I see we're all here.
So, what is it this time?
I'm not sure yet. The letter delivered to my chambers omitted a few crucial details.
Do we know its provenance?
That was one of the details it omitted. But whoever the sender was, it seems the dame held them in high enough regard to point them in our direction.
The dame? Well, she's not one to waste our time. It must be important.
Important might be an understatement. If the letter is to be believed, Leviathan's dominant is in danger. And someone wants us to save him.
Leviathan?
So the Warden of Water has finally returned. What has it been? 100 years?
More. The Lost moniker dates back at least that long. Even our venerable lawsman would not have been so much as a glint in his father's eye when last the mighty serpent brought his crushing waves to bear upon the realm.
But why the gap? I know it can be a few years before a new dominant's born. But over a century?
Should the dominant of Water's bloodline have been severed somehow, it could have prevented a new dominant from awakening.
But if one has awakened now, he couldn't have chosen a worse time. Every nation in the realm has lost its dominant. If word gets out that there is still one to be had, they will stop at nothing to claim it for their own.
And the twins will be at war again, just when humanity most needs to come together. Did the letter say anything else?
Only that if I wish to know more, we must meet in person. And that the Veil can arrange a meeting.
If nothing else, you can be certain it ain't a trap.
Famous last words. I'm coming with you.
As am I.
Thank you. Both of you. And Otto?
Yeah. I'll keep an eye on things here. Didn't fancy coming anyway.
Thank you. I shall leave the Invincible in your capable hands.
The Rising Tide. Chasing the Tides. Quest destinations for the Rising Tide are indicated with a bound. After accepting the quest, current objectives are displayed in the to-do list on the right-hand side of the screen. These are temporarily replaced main scenario objectives. Yep, and we can again go back if we want to. Find Layla in North Reach. I'm on it. Now, this might have been the first DLC, or the second one. I don't know. So it's possible I'll get gear that's worse than I've got now, because I've done it in the wrong order. I don't, again, not sure.
The garrison said they take another.
Or what I'll get is different. In which case it won't matter. What I'm hoping for, though it would be a lot of work for the devs to do, is to give me the Leviathan's moves.
But enough talk.
Tidal Wave and Whirlpool and whatever else, but...
Fancy a peek behind the veil, my lord?
I'm looking for a Layla.
You found one. So, will your friends be joining in? Or just watching?
We're not here for your services. We simply want to talk.
What you do with your time is up to you. The price is still the same.
We're here about the letter.
Oh, sorry. I suppose you'll be wanting to know who wrote it then.
Among other things.
Look, I'm just the messenger here. There's only so much I can tell you.
Specifically?
A location, north of town, on the shore of Isle of Feist Bay. There you'll find a tent and the woman who can answer your questions.
And that's all. Nothing else.
Actually, one thing. There's more than flowers in the meadows these days. So keep that sword of yours to hand.
Okay.
Does anyone else think it's strange that this woman should prefer to keep to the outskirts of town?
What if she realizes the value of the information she's party to?
And the danger it puts her in.
Wait, can you get out? You can get out that way? Huh. I guess it makes sense. I've always ran the other way.
Those things didn't fight like men.
Let's go.
The tent is where Layla said it would be.
Yes, but who awaits us inside?
It's empty. Why am I not surprised?
Oh.
A boat. No prizes for guessing who that belongs to.
Freshly doused fire pit.
The embers are still warm.
Or extinguished, I guess.
Your Sid.
I suppose I must be. Which means you have me at a disadvantage.
Apologies. I am Shula, tributary of Mysidia, final haven of the Moats of Water.
The Moats of Water.
The very tribe into which it was believed Leviathan's dominant was born. A people notable for their sapphire eyes and ivory hair. Yet that would be impossible, since the tribe famously...
Vanished. Was exterminated. Despite the best efforts of both church and state, we are still very much alive. Though we've managed to keep that fact hidden from good Krieger's faithful for over a century.
Along with Leviathan's dominant.
That wave out there. What do you know of it?
The Surge. Only that it's been there a long time.
Since the fall of Drake's Eye almost a century ago. Some claim the two are connected, but none can speak with any certainty.
So in other words, you know nothing. Not that I'll hold it against you. The wave was raised by Leviathan in an act of rage. Moments before the waters were stayed, and the icon and its dominant bound within.
And you want us to?
Rescue him. Yes. You see, a little bird told me about a certain outlaw with a singular knack for putting unruly dominants in their place. And ours is about as unruly as they get. For years, we've searched for someone who could hold their own against an icon. Someone just like you. So what do you say? Will you help us?
What exactly did your dominant do to warrant this punishment?
What did he do? He committed the greatest crime one of his kind can. He was born. But he deserves a better fate than the one my people forced upon him. He deserves to be free.
As do we all. Very well. Far-fetched though your tale may seem, something tells me you speak in earnest. So we will do what we can for your dominant. But first, you will tell us everything you know about him and the means of his imprisonment.
I can do better than that. I can show you. Care to take a trip across the bay? My people await you there.
Lead the way.
Okay. The Lost Cloak. If you manage to navigate the cloak's narrow mountaintop pass without plummeting to your death, you'll be rewarded with a breathtaking view of blighted wasteland stretching from the oil-faced bay to the Sea of Grace.
right. You might want to hold on to something. We're coming up on the wall, and passing through can take a bit of getting used to.
I don't see any wall.
Of course you don't. That's the point. It's a glamour woven by our ancestors to keep our village hidden from prying eyes. But don't take my word for it. Watch.
That was worse than a slug of Bacchus wine.
Clive, the sky.
It's blue, but how is that possible?
You do know what a glamour is, don't you? Ours just happens to work both ways, and a good thing too. I wouldn't fancy staring at those sickly clouds every day.
The rising tide. I don't suppose we're going to hear.
And that concludes our little voyage. We're here.
Meet Palom and Porvom.
It's a long slog to the village, and a hard one. I hope you're up for a climb.
I might be confusing my SNES Final Fantasy songs, but I think that's the Mysidia song.
Finally.
What? You didn't think we'd arrived, did you? The village isn't up here. It's on the other side of the mountain.
Of course it is.
Enter Mysidia. I mean, it's fine.
Watch yourself, Sid. This path can be treacherous. If not for the sheer drop, then for the beasts who prowl it.
Thank you for the warning. And please, call me Clive. Sid is an alias.
You will be pleased to learn, Lady Shula, that I have no such aliases.
Is that so, Lord Margrace?
It's all the same to me.
Level
I
50.
was wondering when they'd pick up our scent.
Stand back. We'll handle this.
Oh, will you now? Shall I keep my axe and spells to myself then?
Earlier you mentioned spells, yet I see you carry no crystals.
Since when did a bearer ever need crystals?
But then, where is your brand?
Waiting for me in Sunbreck, if I ever get careless.
And it's in for a long wait.
Northern Wolf. Hello. We've got 10,000 ability points, so I might as well start spending them, right? learned every ability, but I've not mastered them all. Obviously. Hang on, right. Satellite sort of a full-up attack when Clive uses magic, charge magic, magic burst, or precision shot. And you can use it while you're casting Mega Flare. I didn't know that. Ah, okay. Right. So let's hang on. I'm just thinking to myself. Right. So 1,000 to master it. That's 2,000. Then like another, let's say 4,000. At worst, maybe 6,000. So that's 8,000, 8,700 to upgrade it. Like, let's just round everything up. 9, 10, 11, 16, 17, 18, 19, 25, 28, 29, 30, 31. We can round this down. 34, 35, 36, 37, 39, and then another one, so like 43 or so. 44, 45, 46,000, and then a bit more, so let's call it 50,000 more points to master everything. At worst.
We're almost at the summit. From there, you'll have a better view of our home.
It's quite a lot, but it's fine.
Few have ever set eyes on what I'm about to show you. Just so you know.
This is not what I expected.
Welcome, my friends, to Mysidia.
Mysidia, Northern Storm.
It's been a long time since I saw the North looking so
Alive. How
I'm
is-
sure you have plenty of questions, but it's been a long journey, and I expect we could all do with a rest. Our humble village is only a short way from here, if you'd care to accompany me. Let's get ourselves in front of a fire, and I'll tell you everything you need to know.
It's beautiful, Shula.
And we aim to keep it that way.
You're just chilling, you're not actually enemies.
Are those stones glowing?
That's one of the cairns which maintain the glamour. Steer well clear.
So the way they keep saying this, it makes me feel like it's just fake, right? It's an illusion to keep them looking or feeling happy, but it isn't real. The telltale sign will be if I'm in a place that looks good, but I still can't cast magic. Then I'll know that it's screwed.
If the surge was an act of rage,
One wonders what prompted it.
We'll make it to the village and then we'll stop for now.
This might take a while.
few times. Reflection of fire. Phoenix shift. Enhancing Phoenix shift, increasing both movement speed and distance.
Could we not have spared ourselves the mountain crossing by landing further north?
In clear view of the bay?
Not a great idea. Joshua, you stupid idiot. Sorry, I didn't mean that. Although I'm sorry. Now, is there going to be like actual hunts here? Or just other things going on? Maybe eventually. For now, no. This already feels like it might be slightly more involved as a DLC, although that's fine.
On evening tides.
Does morning's light return?
Open the gates! The tributary is home!
Outsiders? Well, I never.
Look at the size of that dog.
All right now, back to your duties. You'll have to forgive my people their curiosity. We don't get many visitors. Or any, truth be told.
Then we are honored to be the first.
This is quite extraordinary. Like stepping into another world.
So do you believe me now?
You've made it difficult not to, my lady. But how did your people chance to settle here in the north? Unless I am much mistaken, the moats of water long called the coasts of Southern Ash their home. Until Drake's Horn fell and the Blight forced them ever inland, where...
We met our doom, along with our dominant. I see you've read the Gregorian Church's account, but perhaps you'd like to hear ours. That building over there is the Witten Hall. It's where my people gather to discuss matters of import. We can speak more inside, once the place is ready to receive you. It shouldn't take long, but you're welcome to explore the village while I see to things.
Thank you. We'll do just that.
Okay, we're in the area now. So I'll see you guys next time when we explore a bit more of Haven and see what's going on. See you then. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.